welcome back for the first time bi-weekly to Sandwich Talk.
Actually, it'll be weekly.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
If we record, I'll try to pump this out before tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, no, it
So,
is tomorrow, I think.
hmm?
It is tomorrow, I think.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I'll check your YouTube, see when you posted the last one.
It's about 6 days ago from today.
5 days ago for me.
Okay. It'll be around 6 or 5, so.
I mean, it works. Either way. I'm Bipolar Satan.
I'm PondoTheMad.
And, yeah, this is we've encountered some technical difficulties before, seemingly with all of our recordings as of at least recently.
Yeah, well, we at least got mostly through Tomb Raider yesterday.
Yeah, we got about
Aside to, like, the very end where I don't know what happened to you.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think the first Tomb Raider session went without a hitch, which is rare.
Yeah. No, remember, it took forever for me just to start the computer.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because it kept screwing with me.
Yep, that's gonna be our theme. So, if you ever see delays, the blame technology.
I don't even remember what the deal with if there was a problem with the very first podcast.
Was there?
I don't know. There was a lot of problems with Saints Row that we had.
Oh my god.
Just numerous. What was it? I kept getting kicked out or something?
It was like network errors and everything. It was like I think it glitched out like 4 times. It was bad.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why we probably aren't going to revisit that game.
We already beat the game, and after that, it's just annoying extra stuff.
Yeah.
There's not really much to do after that.
Nothing of value. I mean, like, I hopefully a co-op game comes out or something, or I decide to go to my uncle and get the last of my Christmas money, so do a co-op game or something, but hopefully things will work out that way. But I remember this is actually something that I was randomly found out. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. But apparently the iPhone is 10 years old now. Like they unveiled it 10 years ago today, or 2 days ago.
Oh, we're going back to this again.
Yeah. No. I'm bringing it up because it's recent, but it's also the fact that it's like, I can't believe the smartphones are only 10 years old. Like, it doesn't seem like it's only been 10 years since they first debuted, does it?
Yeah, like before the iPhone, the smartphone was the Razr. It was the cool thing to get a Razr phone.
Yeah. I think the iPod's like 12 years old now?
The iPod?
Yeah.
I feel like it's older than that.
Really?
I feel like it's way older than that.
Well, like 15? It can't be old. It can't be past like 17 years, Pondo. It did not come out in the 90s. Like 2004, maybe. I feel
2001.
Like really?
Yep.
I thought it would have been a couple of years after that. Wow. That's surprising.
That's what I said. I was like, nah, they're older than. They're. I remember having one.
God, back when everything used to be on a separate MP3 device instead of just your phone or computer now.
Oh yeah. Well, no, back when. No, I was just like right at the end of cassette tapes.
Yeah, that was also
and CDs were making a big jump.
It was about the end of VHS too.
I think VHS lasted a couple years longer.
Really? I think VHS really died when Blu-ray came around.
Oh no, yeah. Oh no, it was HDD.
Oh yeah, HD DVDs.
HD DVDs, yeah. No one got those.
Oh my god, I saw something a while ago that was so weird because you remember back on like old DVDs and VHS tapes, they'd have the coming soon with like that whole weird transitional thing. It had like that weird floor music in the background. Do you remember that? Like
Oh
coming soon
yeah,
to theaters. I saw a
coming soon to
modern one of
theaters near you.
those. Yeah,
Coming
I saw.
soon to DVD and VHS.
Yeah, I saw a modern one of those, and it was like they still use those. What?
Oh yeah, they already have it. They just have to pay royalties for it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that one works.
This is crazy. It's like, wow, that thing is still around. That thing was happening when I was a kid.
I mean, they're
I,
still playing the same M&M's commercial during Christmas.
yeah,
Like I don't know how old that commercial is. It's still in like, what is it, 4:3? I think it's the ratio.
ink.
Like old TV, round
Yeah,
TV, not flat screen.
I still see some Billy Mays commercials from time to time.
I don't see any of those anymore.
I saw one like 7 months ago. Like they're rare, but they pop up. It's really weird.
I remember when they were popping up even after he was died. I was like, oh man, this is terrible. Billy Mays here. No, you're not. You're
You're
gone.
dead.
You're dead, man. Let it
Did he
go.
die from like did he die from like a cocaine overdose or something?
I think it
Like
was cocaine and then he fell.
I thought he died in his
But
sleep.
I don't remember how he died. It was odd, as far as I remember.
Didn't he die the same year that crocodile hunter Steve Irwin died?
No, he died. I think the same year as Michael Jackson.
Really?
I think. Let me check.
That would have been like 2010. If memory serves, it was like 2010 when he died.
He died 2009.
Okay.
When did Michael Jackson die? Yeah, same year. Yeah, 2009.
Oh wow. Okay.
Steve, and you said Steve Irwin? No, Steve Irwin
Yeah.
died like 2006.
7. Oh really?
I was thinking 2005, but it was 2006.
Oh, okay.
That was a sad day.
Yeah. It was a sad day.
Crocodiles rejoiced.
Crocodiles everywhere rejoice.
That is the son of a bitch, though, man. How are you going to get killed? The one thing that actually killed him was something that he normally does not go out to get.
Actually, I think the only reason he died is because he pulled the barb from the stingray out.
Yeah, and I think it pierced him in the heart, though.
I don't know.
I thought it pierced him in the heart. I don't remember.
I don't know, dude. It's been over 10 years.
Like, it has. Oh god.
Jesus Christ, making us feel old. We've been doing that a lot recently, making us feel our
you're
age.
not helping by bringing back the iPhone is now 10 years old. It's like, you shut up. Stop that.
Stop it.
Stop it. You're doing it bad.
My back is suddenly hurting, and I think these kids need to get off my wet ass lawn. Seriously, what the fuck is up with California recently? We've had like a week straight of heavy rain. What is this?
It's not that bad. At least you're no longer in a serious drought.
I mean, yeah, get out of the drought, but it's like, it's January. It should be cold, not raining. It's like April shit.
I mean, what's cold for you guys?
Actually, you'd be surprised. I remember one time I went up north to see my brother in Northern California, which is about a 4 or 5 hour drive. We were gone for maybe 3 days. We came back, and by the time we got to about the outskirts of our town, we were driving along the freeway, and we got to where we pull off the road, the exit, and there was not snow, but like frozen, like ice everywhere. Like, it legitimately looked like snow. It looked like we had a snowstorm. Like, it was just everywhere. Everything was coated in like frosty white, like translucent shit. And I almost thought, like, did we have snow here? Because it gets fucking cold here. You'd be surprised. I think
Huh.
we've hit like 20 Fahrenheit at points, 20, maybe even 15,
Ah.
like in those early mornings. Yeah.
You're in the northern part of California, right?
Central part, Bay Area.
Central?
Yeah, it's about in the center of
Well,
California.
with the tilt of the Earth, you're actually quite north compared to
Compared to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Yeah, I know there's still like some parts of California where it'll actually snow, but it's in the more mountainous
Yeah,
regions.
it's out west by Tahoe. Well, actually, when I went by Tahoe not too long ago, I think it was like March or February last year. There was actually not as much snow as there should have been. It
I will
was
say this now.
about
I totally tried to push up my glasses when I did that voice.
goddamn Mondo. You're trying to channel your inner. Ah, shit. What was that? Well, Mandark. You're trying to channel your inner Mandark.
Mandark or oh shit, what was his name from Yu-Gi-Oh? That bug kid.
Oh, well, Weevil.
Yeah, Weevil.
Evil Underwood.
Yeah. Got a weird thing with bugs, man. It's not cool.
He got fucking wrecked by Yugi in that one part of Enter the Dragons on top of the train. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I was
That
like,
was
oh, he's gonna keep on drawing monsters now, huh? Man.
oh man. He's drawn like half his goddamn deck. Yugi, for the love of God.
Another one. Like, oh jeez. Okay, you stop.
Another
Stop, please.
one. Another one.
What?
Is that where that meme came from? Another one.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be great. Be like, God damn it.
It's not your day.
Not your day. God, I miss Dan Green. I wish he'd do more stuff.
I think he still does stuff from time to time, not as much as he used to.
Oh. Because Forkins is dead, I believe.
They're coming out with a Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if it's 4Kids or not, but there's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie coming out. If it hasn't came out yet, and he was voicing.
I mean, you can't get anyone else to voice Yugi. You can't.
No, not American voice. It's like you can't get anybody else to voice Goku.
Yeah, it's just not right. Actually, there were like 3 Goku voice actors around at the same exact time because Ocean in Canada did a dub of DBZ, and like one other place along with Funimation did a dub at the same time.
Yeah. There's only one voice that people will go to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just like honestly, a lot of those retro dubs. I mean, I honestly can't imagine like Cowboy Bebop without the cast, without the original cast. I can't.
You can't. It's I can't watch. It's like with Dragon Ball. It's like trying to watch like some random clips and stuff, but in like Japanese, like I don't like it. Goku sounds like a woman. Well, he is being played by a woman in the Japanese dub. I was like, this doesn't remind me of Goku. I tried watching a couple others where I watched the English dub first, and I tried to watch the Japanese. Like, I have to watch the Japanese first and then English.
Yeah.
Because I hate reading.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching Japanese subs and shit for like over 10 years. Like, I have no issues with subtitles. Because I'm a ridiculously fast reader. I can probably read like 800 pages a day.
I'm slow.
If I have nothing else to do. But people
like
always
EDF where you read like.
Oh my god.
1,000.
Well, that's manga though. That's manga. There's a big difference.
Still, that's
like,
just you got a problem, man.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I've
like,
not
dude,
heard anything from them actually.
I haven't either. But are you complaining?
No.
Exactly. Don't bring it up. Oh god.
Yeah, that was fun times. Not really.
I mean, we met through there, but
we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think I met you and Game Master at the same time because you did the same stream. It was I think it was a versus of like you and Infamous. And
when I first entered 5A Gamers, it was a versus between me and Game Master.
Yeah.
I played Infamous, and then he played Banjo-Kazooie, which is an odd thing to try to compete with each other, but never mind that.
I think the theme was Nintendo versus Sony or something like that.
It was Nintendo versus Sony, yeah.
Which, by the way, I find extremely ironic considering how gaming is today.
It is like that, actually.
Yeah.
Like, Xbox is kind of just there.
Yeah, well keep that in mind for something we'll talk about a bit
Oh,
later.
yeah, you're going to bring up that one thing?
I'm gonna bring up that one thing because it's actually kind of depressing how far Microsoft has fallen down the drain right now.
Yeah.
Like, damn. But
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
continue on with
back
fighting
to...
games.
Yeah, so it was Fighting Gamers 5, where I went in and did a versus with Game Master. I lost miserably because,
I think you had
yeah,
technical issues.
I had a lot of technical difficulties. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I eventually got that fixed, but I don't know. I don't remember what the problem was.
Yeah.
And then I did the New Year's stream that was supposed to go on for 2 weeks, but it only lasted 2 days because for some reason they felt like they were compelled to cancel it because no one filled in for after
Yeah.
me.
And
And it was like,
that's where you and I met, like talked for the
yeah,
first time.
I was playing Infamous 2.
I think I was sticking around in Saints Row 3 or something like that.
Yeah. And some reason they felt compelled to shut the whole thing down because no one was able to get my block, go after me.
Yeah. Like, oh my god. I think that's about the first time we realized, maybe they don't have the best planning.
I mean, I wasn't even there for long. I was like, you guys,
Yeah.
guys aren't great.
Like, basically the only people who actually did shit that stream were you, Otto, and me. Like, I co-commentated for 90% of it.
And then after that was Fighting Gamer 6, which was
That was an interesting 5J Gamers.
Dark Souls, where I immediately rolled off where that ladder was because I pressed the wrong button.
You're forgetting the best part first with your fucking voice modifier.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that was turned on. I just kept reading the chat. It's like demon voice. Like what?
Like, oh.
Oh shit. I went silent and then I turned off. It's like, I feel stupid.
And then shortly thereafter, you killed yourself by rolling off a cliff.
I chose a class just solely based off of he was wearing a monocle.
Oh yeah, Sir
Then I
Long
rolled
Dog.
off.
Yeah,
That was the
Sir
best
Long
Sir
Dog.
Dog.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
We need to bring him back somehow. He needs to be like our mascot.
I try. That's what the mask represents in Army of Two. During that playthrough.
Well, that wasn't us though. That was the PB&J connection.
No. Hey, if you get like Devil's Cartel, man, there you go.
I mean, I think Resident Evil 5 and 6 were like really cheap. Those would be interesting games to play through.
Resident Evil 6. The trick is you can actually walk while you're aiming.
I know. It only took them 20 years to realize this. My God.
And not have camera angles that dick with you?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because God knows they did that on purpose.
Oh hell yeah. Like, I'm kind of worried about the RE2 remake. It's like, are you gonna bring back those camera angles?
Are you going to randomly pull me out of first person to third person over there in the corner?
To over the top, to side scrolling. Like, God damn it, make up your mind.
Always the worst part of this with that stuff is when you like go in, you're still holding that way, you accidentally go back through the other door. You're like, well.
Oh shit.
Because how they flip it and everything.
Yeah, and when the loading screens were the doors.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
And you're just like, well, I got to go back through.
Yeah.
Then you do it again on accident. You're like, well, shit, nah.
It's like, so they caught the infinite loop of the doors. It's like, damn it.
The doors are the real MVP here.
Yeah, the doors are the real enemy in every Resident Evil game. Like, it ain't Tyrant, it ain't Nemesis, it ain't Birkin, it ain't Wesker. It's the fucking doors.
What was this? Was it 6 that I played Infamous Second Son?
Yeah.
7. No, it was 6. It was 6. Where I played for 6 hours because I don't know why. I think someone wasn't there to play, and I was like, okay, I'll play. 6 hours, made it to the final boss. Couldn't beat the final boss. Like, all right, I gotta go, guys. I'll come back later. Come back later. It was like, all right, this will take a while again. Gets killed. No, kills the boss first try.
Like, oh shit.
Well,
Didn't you change your game to something after that?
no, I just stuck with Infamous Second Son, which is sticking around trying to do the like extra stuff to get the
Uh,
platinum. And as I
yeah.
stopped streaming, I had just got the platinum.
How long did that platinum take you? Like 7 hours?
I don't know how many
Uh,
hours in total it was. Because I had to play through.
oh yeah,
You have to
twice.
play through both sides. So it's about 6 hours each. So
Actually,
12.
an under 20 hour platinum is pretty quick.
It was about 12 hours each.
And then random shit, so let's probably just slap on another 3 hours.
Uh, I mean, you can get a lot of stuff within the 6 hours on the way there. And it
That's
does
true.
not take long at all to get around that town.
Yeah,
Because you
Seattle.
can essentially
That
fly in
town,
that game.
Seattle. You
Yeah.
mean?
You can essentially fly there, so it helps getting around. Let's
Yeah.
see, how long did it take? I feel like it took me about maybe 20 hours? I don't know. I feel like it took me less because it wasn't that hard of a game to platinum.
Nah. I doubt. Infamous is never a difficult platinum game. The
I got glitched twice, so don't say that. Infamous 1, I was needing like 2 or 1 more blast shard that I was never able to
oh
find.
fuck.
Infamous 2,
Yeah.
the freaking hard difficulty thing is glitched.
Yeah, it's glitched. It's not hard. The game's moderately difficult on hard, but it's glitched. Like,
So yeah, that's literally the only trophy that's in my way of getting that platinum is that trophy.
Yeah, I had the platinum for the first one, but I don't have the platinum for the second because of the hard difficulty trophy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games where I'm like 2 or 3 trophies short, but those are the 2 or 3 bullshit trophies. Like in Assassin's Creed 2, finding all the feathers.
I was attempting that, and then for some reason I stopped.
I got like over half of them, then I just fucking stopped.
And it's
like,
really there's nothing besides getting a
yeah,
trophy. That's the only thing that's worth it. So here's a cape that gives you notoriety. What?
Yeah.
Why?
And then you have to wear it in like every town for the other trophy. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. And then there's a stupid hammer that's not even as good as the Altair sword.
No, nothing is good. Once you have the Altair armor, it's like nothing is good. Nothing will ever be as good.
No.
That game was so one-sided in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first one had the worst collectibles though, because it was the fucking flags. I think that was
didn't play
worse.
much of the first one.
I saw my. Oh my god! I just also realized Assassin's Creed is turning 10 years old this year.
Oh, great, man. Why did you have to bring that up?
Because I was gonna bring up the facts, like, oh yeah, I remember when my brother brought home that game and he played it while I watched him play it. It was like, oh fuck, that was 10 years ago. As I was like in 4th or 5th grade, it's like, fuck. Oh god, it was the worst. That was before the Simpsons movie came out. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
What else
So
was there? Go back to the other topic. I don't know what else I can go back to the other topic about.
What? Wait, what?
Besides, I didn't do much. I don't know. I was thinking back to 5-Day Gamers. I was like, what did I do to 7? I didn't do anything.
After 6 is basically when you and I really stopped caring.
I was there for 7.
I think I was there for 7. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you were. I was doing the bonus day, and you were co-commentary with that there.
Yeah. Basically, if there's a stream, probably you were streaming and I was co-comming.
I mean, I did a lot of streams for that.
Yeah.
I did 2.
Oh wait, wasn't that the stream where you did Titan Souls?
I think that was 9. That was 9.
Titan Souls? I don't remember.
No, yeah, Titan Souls was 9. 5-Day Gamer 7 was Army of 2.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And then
What was 8?
That was the one where you had the stupid polls, I think. Yeah.
Oh shit! Was 8 the one where it was like
8 was Nintendo, I think.
yeah, like we had nothing to do or talk about. Like I'm not a Nintendo person. I grew up with Sony.
I didn't do anything for that one.
Yeah, I
I
think
was like,
Otto may have done something we co-commed on, but that's about it.
maybe I don't remember coming at all.
If not Auto Game Master,
Yeah, I don't really remember anything at all from Fighting Games 8. I was like, eh.
I don't know either.
10, man.
10, I did not participate in. I completely
I don't remember if
that.
I did either. No, I don't
I
think I did.
No, you had one stream. You had one stream the entire thing.
I had one stream I couldn't make it. I don't think.
Actually, no. Didn't you stream Dark Souls? Or am
No,
I
I don't think I
mistaken?
could make it. No, I couldn't make it because I think I had
Oh
work
yeah.
or school
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
I think it was a wedding. I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I that's really sad too because that was like 4 months ago. Like
Was
shit.
it?
Yeah, it was like August.
Huh. Uh.
Like
Well.
shit.
Let me
All
check
this
here.
talk about anniversaries has already like hyper extended our old age brains.
No, I had classes all day.
Okay. I already feel the dementia setting in. The
Yeah, I had
Alzheimer's.
classes all. I was thinking it was like no, I didn't work. I had classes. It was because I had classes all day. I couldn't do it. I was not interested.
And then
I wasn't interested in doing it all. If he hears this and by some chance, I really don't care.
that's
Sorry,
because my
Ricky.
Day Gamers 10 was like, oh yeah, we're gonna stream games we already played. Like
Stream
what?
games already played and have us vote for it. Like, what?
Yeah. I artificially inflated you playing Dark Souls.
You did.
It was
I was
like,
like, don't
yeah.
do this, man. Don't do it.
The shitty thing is Dark Souls 2 is probably the worst of the series.
Uh, yeah, it's a little easier in some regards.
I mean, yeah.
Actually, it's easier in some regards. In most regards,
Yeah.
durability, you can just go to a bonfire and then repair your stuff, and not have to pay for it.
No, you still have to pay for it if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
Fucking,
I
I
don't
own
remember.
the game.
I don't care.
Like, I bought
I
it for
played
like
Bloodborne. All right.
Yeah, I bought, that was funny too. I bought the game the same time I bought Bloodborne. So it's like I played like an hour of Dark Souls, like, it's okay. I played Bloodborne, it's like, I'm playing this game for like the next fucking month. Like, it's so good. It was such a good game.
Yeah. So like, so I have no idea if the hell's going on. If there's supposed to be 11, I really don't remember.
I think so. I remember
I really
him
don't care.
saying, it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna stop at 10. It's like, no, it's gonna keep
We're going to do 11.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh shit! You know what it is? There was a reward system. It's like if we hit a certain donation limit, we'd do another 5-day gamers. It was like 5-day gamers 6 or 7. We did that. Remember?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Then we added in like 3 or 4 of them. It's like, oh god.
No, I think he said he was going to do 11 and that's it. And then people are like, what if we want to keep doing 5-day gamers? Like, well, we can have... That's the most stupid thing. I don't want to do it because this bring up old argument. I don't want to talk about it much. But he came up... I mean, we voiced our opinion as like, this is stupid, guys. We are not doing good here. This is dumb. And I got in the whole... Were you there for that?
I believe so.
And it was like a whole argument, and I was like there trying to talk to EDF, like, hey man, this isn't working. What are you doing?
Like we kind of hit our plateau with 5-day gamers 6 and 5 and 6.
My patience for you has dwindled. I'm sorry, man, but
Yeah. It's not good.
I was working on that for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And then he came up with the idea of like, hey, let's split it up. One team will do one team will do the other, and whoever does the most will be in charge of fighting gamers. No. No.
No. I also love how we were like, it was like you, me, Otto, Game Master, and Shock were all like, "Oh, we're gonna start our own charity thing." We still haven't fucking done it.
We haven't talked about that at all. I'd like to do it. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, we need more people though. Like I can stream because I have a PS4 now. It's not an issue for me streaming at this point.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I like to do it. I just don't want to do it like the scale that EDF tries to do it.
yeah, no, like it's like maybe 2 or 3 days, not 5.
Not 5 and try to pressure people like, we gotta schedule, we gotta keep it, and then change the schedule randomly and not tell them.
Be like a Stanley Kubrick with scripts for The Shining.
EDF, if you're hearing this, I'm not sorry.
He won't listen. He won't be here.
If he does,
Yep.
I'll be astounded why he's listening. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
All right, we should change the subject, actually.
well, I brought up earlier recent developments with Microsoft. So I believe it was 2 days ago, a day or two ago, that Scalebound got canceled. Now, if you don't know what Scalebound is, it is a game developed by Platinum Studios, most known well for Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. And this game, I think they've been talking about it for like 3 or 4 years. Like, it's been in development since about the Xbox One got announced. It was hyped up big time because it was basically like Devil May Cry but with dragons, essentially.
Yeah.
That was the big selling point of it. And I mean, Platinum develops good combat games. I mean, if you played Bayonetta or Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, you know, the combat is fantastic. But it recently got canceled because of poor relations. It was basically a big clusterfuck. But it did bring up a bit of a worry because Microsoft essentially this year at E3 needs to do big things that they can keep their promise on, because if not, they aren't going to last another console generation. They aren't. It's a simple fact. Because they've blown their load too soon and released all their big games. Because listen to what the big advertising games they have coming out, all right? And tell me if you've heard or have heard talk about this game, all right? Halo Wars 2.
Halo Wars 2, that's one of them. They're working on Crackdown 3, I believe.
Yeah, that's the next one. State of Decay 2.
They're doing that?
Yeah. Didn't know?
No. Well, they never really advertised that. They didn't advertise the State of Decay 1 either, but it was still good. Hit. It was a good hit.
Sea of Thieves, which is a Rare game.
That could go either way.
Cuphead.
Cuphead?
I haven't heard anything of it. But it's something they've advertised.
Are we talking about like exclusives here?
Yeah, exclusive games. Like games that are only marketed for the Xbox One.
Yeah, because a lot of companies now are going dual market. Like Titanfall was originally just Microsoft.
Yeah. And
then
it was
Xbox One and Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Origins, which is EA's thing.
Yeah.
Now Titanfall 2 is on the PS4.
Yeah. And the last game that has gotten attention for being exclusive is Ashen. Again, have not heard much of shit about it.
Yeah.
Now let's go over to the Sony marketed exclusives.
Man, there's a lot.
Upcoming, we have Horizon Zero Dawn, the Crash remasters, Neo, the Persona 5, which is coming west.
Is that exclusive too?
Yeah, it's exclusive. These are all exclusives.
Oh, okay.
The upcoming Gran Turismo game, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, the next Digimon game, because Cyber Sleuth actually did really good, apparently.
Yeah, it seemed to get good ratings and everything. It looked like it was a good game.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Yakuza
Persona
series.
5 is going to be on PS4, PS3, so it's still PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, Gravity Rush 2 and Nier Automata, which which is ironic because it's also being developed by Platinum, and now they're saying they may consider it for Xbox One. They aren't going to put it on Xbox One. It's just out of spite they're saying that.
Yeah. So
But
you said 2.8 is coming out?
yeah, 2.8 is coming out like in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming out actually the 12th.
Yeah, in like 2 days.
2 days.
And then there's going to be Kingdom Hearts announcements
yeah.
at that same time. So it's like, because let's be honest here, who the fuck is going to play Kingdom Hearts on the X-Bone? You are going to know the story.
Was Final Fantasy 15 exclusive, or was it for Xbox One
No,
as well?
it
No,
was
it was for
for
Xbox One as well.
Yeah. But I believe 7 Remake will be exclusive.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
Kingdom
also
Hearts
that
3 is for both as well.
It's for both, but let's be honest, it's going to sell more on the PlayStation 4.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And they
Unless-
might not even bother.
Yeah. Unless for some reason they're like, we're not going to make it for the Xbox One anymore. Okay.
Which they really should. It'll save them more money. Because I actually I saw a sales thing on Final Fantasy 15 for physical copies in Japan, and the percentage from PS4 to Xbox One is wow.
Well, you're going to expect more.
It was about
PlayStation there anyway.
500,000. It was about 500,000 for the PS4 and about 1,000 for the Xbox One.
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000. Okay.
you see how popular Microsoft is in Japan? It's yeah. It's like hundreds of percentages.
Well, I mean,
high.
here in America, I think their larger market is obviously here in America.
Oh, absolutely.
So, it's really 50-50 right now between Xbox and PlayStation. It might be more leaning towards PlayStation than Xbox still.
No, it's more leaning towards PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, at first it was PlayStation. Everybody was getting PlayStations.
Yeah,
Like you couldn't find, like, for the first year it was difficult to find a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you guys have PlayStation 4? It's like, ah, man, I was hoping going to ask for the Xbox One. It's like, nah, no.
Yeah, that last year was kind of 50-50, but that's only because Gears 4 came out and Halo 5.
Halo 5, yeah.
And
this year both consoles came out with like a better version, so
yeah,
I haven't checked to see what and they're both about the same price, I think. PlayStation might still be a little bit more. I don't remember.
I think they're about the same because I believe the PlayStation Pro was like 400, 500. Which is about what it was before.
Yeah, it's about 400, around that range. So it's like what it came out the first right in Xbox. Is it Xbox S?
Yeah, it's like Xbox One S, something like that.
Yeah, Xbox One S is 300 actually.
Okay.
But I don't know what.
But there's also
but it's the PlayStation Pro is 1 terabyte, and the One S you can get it in 500 gigabyte.
Yeah, and there's also the PS4 Slim, which is like 200, maybe 300.
They came out with a Slim.
Yeah, they came out with a Slim about the same time. Actually, I think the same day they did as a Pro. Those holidays.
Oh yeah.
I actually have a friend.
And that's like $300.
Yeah, I had a friend who bought it and said, dude, it's like smaller than the PS3 Slim. Which is like, holy shit.
Oh, man.
My PS4 is about the same size as the PS3 Slim. I don't think anything will compare to the behemoth that was the original PS3. That thing was massive.
It was, yeah, I had, well, I didn't have an OG one. Not the 20 gigabyte, but I had like a 80 gig.
Yeah.
And unfortunately crapped out on me.
Yeah.
But no, that thing was that was a beast. But nothing compares to the Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh my god.
That thing was a brick.
No, nothing compares to the original Xbox controller. Oh my god.
Oh, the tragedy that was.
that thing you could probably use as a blunt force instrument to kill someone. It's like,
The funny
jeez.
thing was there's so many like awkward controllers they've made. Like the Super Nintendo controller. It was when you look at it, it's weirdly designed.
Yeah.
Then you look at the original Xbox One controller. It's like, do you think I have basketball hands? Like,
Do you think I have paws for hands? I do have paws for hands. I never had an issue with it, but goddamn, it's huge.
and PlayStation kept true to their controller. All right.
Yeah, they've been consistent basically. Maybe some modifications. I mean, the difference between DualShock 1 and 3 is like nothing, but 3 and 4 there were some changes.
Oh, it's DualShock 4. There's huge changes.
Yeah. But I mean, you're talking
after they added the analog stick, it's been the same.
I mean, you're talking about weird controllers, and you forgot the N64.
No, I mentioned the N64.
You said the SNES.
Oh, I meant the N64.
Yeah.
But no, the N64 with the weird middle thing for the analog stick.
It was like a trident, like an upside down trident.
It's like why?
What?
Why?
Well, I don't have 3 arms. It's like, what? I guess they designed it for people that survived Chernobyl. I'm guessing.
Oh wow, man. That was a rough one to bring up.
It was like 10 years after, dude. I mean, the mutations would have set in by that point. But actually, there's one other PlayStation exclusive that is actually has finally had a release date, and that's Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3 finally got a release month of December this year.
Oh, okay.
And they've actually announced HD collections. Well, they haven't announced it, but they registered the titles. Sega did.
Oh, okay.
So probably we're going to expect to see some Shenmue HDs in maybe July, August, around that time. Like
plus there's Nintendo coming in with their new console thing.
Yeah, the Switch. When is that?
I guess is going to be like a halfway Wii U pad thing. I don't remember. I haven't looked much into it, but I know, and that's getting some good.
It's basically a screen, and then there's 2 slide things for controls.
Yeah, and then
it's coming out in 2 months. It's coming out very soon. Yeah, March it says. They actually have not announced the price yet, apparently. Because I see a thing here that says pretty much everyone thinks the Nintendo Switch will cost about $250. No, they have a presentation coming out in 2 days for Switch.
Then they'll announce the price.
Yeah, they have to announce the price then. So yeah, there's that.
I mean, it's coming out in 2 months, so
yeah. It's like, damn.
I don't know what to do. I don't even know what games they've planned to release with it though.
I can look. Besides Zelda,
the only thing I can tell is that it's Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Anything else I've heard nothing on.
Let's see here. A lot of publishers have said they're going to make stuff for it, but let's see. Coming. Another Lego game to be expected. A Pokemon game. Ukulele. Oh yeah, Ukulele, which is also coming out in 2 months.
Oh.
It's coming out in April. Which actually brings up another topic that we can discuss in a bit here, but yeah. Oh, it says there's only 20 games. So there's not many. I think Zelda's their big launch title that they're pushing. Much to be expected.
Yeah.
But getting back to the ukulele thing, one thing that has been a bit of a tradition in past 2 or 3 years has been crowdfunded games, and a lot of them have been kind of hit or miss recently.
There's
Mighty Number 9. Yeah.
There was one game series for PlayStation that it was they announced at E3 or something. Say, we're going to do a crowdfunding thing. If you fund it, we'll make it. It was funded the day or day after.
That was Shenmue. That was Shenmue.
Oh yeah, that was that.
It got $6 million. It got $6 million.
Like on the first day or first or second day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was snap funded, but it another game that actually came out that was crowdfunded was Shantae, which actually got a lot of great praise. Like the Genie game. If you've ever heard of that, I don't
That
blame.
was crowdfunded?
Yeah, that was crowdfunded. That got
Oh,
released.
okay.
So
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
there was that, and then the Mighty Number Nine failure that was. But there's also Ukulele, which got funded and has a release date of the 11th of April. It's April, but I'm not sure if it's the 11th. This is a old thing I had from a topic a while ago, but
Uh, uh,
I wrote down the 11th, so I suppose it's around that time. But it really brings up the question of crowdfunded games have kind of if they're really worth the risk. Because I mean, with something going back to Mighty Number Nine, I mean, something as promising as that. I mean, it's like Keiji Inafune. It's like the guy who created Mega Man is making this game, and then it flops so badly. It kind of instills an instinctual fear that maybe not even the original developers can get it right. So, I mean, I'm hoping that Shenmue Ukulele do fantastically, because crowdfunded games is such a great idea for companies that have something that gamers have garnered for years, but haven't gotten the big publishing money that they need.
yeah. It's that the developers have to.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember. There was like Star Citizen which was like a huge crowdfunding thing, and I don't remember if that got dropped or not.
Oh yeah, Shovel Knight was also crowdfunded. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's a 2D game, and there's not much to those.
Yeah, Star Citizen.
Yeah, Star Citizen was like a huge crowdfunding thing. It's been going on for years, and I don't remember if there's people starting
it's
to.
still unannounced.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out this year, and it hasn't. There's been a lot of people wanting their money back.
You mean 2016 by this year?
Yeah,
But
I forget it's 2017 already.
Yeah.
And there's that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these crowdfunded things can easily go south. It's a bit sad, honestly. The Shenmue 3 made over $6 million, which is crazy for a crowdfunding game. It's a lot of stuff I haven't really heard of, but crowdfunding has only really gotten popular in the past couple years.
It's been popular since. How many years? It's been more than a couple. I want to say
like
4
3
or
or
5,
4.
maybe.
Like 3
I
or
say
4.
4 or 5. You want to fight about it?
Yeah, I mean, man, yeah.
You want to fight about it? So that's interesting. I didn't know there's a lot of games that was crowdfunded I didn't know of, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Again, I don't like. It always seems like it's sketchy to do that because you don't know. It's the problem that you don't know. Is it going to actually work out and it will actually benefit you?
Yeah. I mean, there's also the trust in the fans. Like, I don't think Keiji Inafune is going to have a lot of trust from people anymore. Like,
oh
I
yeah,
really don't.
might no. He just shat on everything that he had.
Yeah. Which, it's like, God. It's sad. It really is kind of sad. But, one thing actually, I subtly said something relating to the last Tomb Raider session when we were talking about. We briefly discussed Wolverine for a second, and I do want to bring up the Logan movie that's going to come out in a few. I think it's like July.
Yeah, Old Man Logan.
Yeah, and that's going to be it's a big movie for a lot of reasons. I mean, it's Hugh Jackman's last time was Wolverine. You have Patrick Stewart returning as Professor X. I
I
mean,
think that's going to be his last time too, as well. I think
I
as
have no
Professor
clue.
X. I I feel like he said that. I don't hold me out on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's so weird to see Hugh Jackman ending as Wolverine because it's like he's been doing the role for like 17, 18 years.
Yeah, since the first movie.
Yeah, since the first X-Men movie.
So it's like a lot of the Marvel like studio characters. You
Yeah,
can't once they like eventually quit because they will.
yeah,
It'll happen.
yeah.
It'll be hard to see anybody else filling that role. The only really one that you can see someone else filling a role is Spider-Man, just because there's been a lot of people doing that.
There's three people now,
Yeah.
and it's funny you bring that up because you know Spider-Man: Homecoming, the one the new one's going to come out in July.
Yeah.
That already has a confirmed sequel.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, you want to know when it got announced?
When?
The day the trailer came out.
All
Like,
right.
because it got such a positive reception, they're like, "Fuck it, sequel, already sequel. We know this movie's
What's
gonna
going
make
on?
cash."
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like I don't. I could see someone else playing Thor. But as for Captain America, Chris Evans is great.
yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is great for Tony Stark.
Oh, but he's perfect.
Yeah, he's just stay, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who else? Who else?
I can't think of their names at the moment. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. I could see someone else doing it.
Yeah. I mean, she's still young as hell though. She's like 30.
Yeah.
She's really young. Uh, um, who else?
I cannot remember the guy who plays Hawkeye. I can't for the life of me.
I can't either. I thought it was Gerard Butler at one point.
No.
It's
That'd be
funny.
interesting.
The actors look so similar. Like
They do. Yeah, I noticed that as well.
like they look
I
so.
could see Gerard Butler playing Punisher.
Yeah, but John Bernthal's.
But after this one, no, it's like no, he's perfect. Just keep him.
Yeah, John Bernthal's perfect. Like, if you haven't
I'm fine with this.
if you haven't seen Daredevil season 2, watch it.
Do
Like
it.
I don't care if you have to pirate it off of some torrenting website. Just watch it. It's so good.
The guy who plays Matt Murdock, I like him. He can stay.
Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
he's
people were like causing crap because it was like he's really a nobody. Why would they give him cheaper?
I think these same people also don't realize that all the actors from the original Star Wars were nobodies too.
Yeah, it's just
That-
cheaper that way, and then you can get good actors. Just cheaper.
I mean, Mark Hamill. I don't see people talking shit about Mark Hamill.
Not anymore.
people talking
Probably
shit-
back in the day, maybe. I don't know.
I don't see people talking shit about Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah, especially. What came out first? Was it Indiana Jones or Star
Star
Wars?
It was Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Because Lucas was
That's-
directing Star Wars. He directed the original.
Right.
But yeah, it was actually I read that within Logan, apparently Mr. Sinister is supposed to make his cinematic universe debut. You know who that is?
who's playing him or who Mr. Senator is?
No, who the character is in general. I mean,
I think
did
it's on
you,
top of my head, but I can't name it.
did you watch the animated series of X-Men?
Did I watch? Yeah, a long time ago. Which anime series are we talking about?
The 90s.
Yeah, a long time ago.
He was in that. He's actually a pretty prominent villain in the X-Men universe, apparently.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to be making his debut. I guess because they got rid of Apocalypse in that movie I never watched. It's like, god damn it. They blew their load.
based in the 80s, so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
That was literally supposed to be the one thing that would kill everybody.
Yeah.
'Cause
Is it, isn't Avengers supposed to come out this year or next year? Next year, right?
Next year.
Okay, that's Thanos coming in, who is like the
Yeah, it'll
villain.
be the start of the Infinity War. They're doing two-parter with the Infinity Wars.
Yeah. I hope they do Thanos justice because he's the one villain in Marvel that won.
They've been doing a lot of build-up.
Yeah, they've been hyping the shit out of him.
And I'm afraid about that, actually.
I mean, Thanos is like Marvel's best villain. Let's be real here, people. He is.
Thanos, Galactus.
I mean, yeah, there's
Apocalypse.
Galactus, but you also forget Thanos is the one who actually won. Like,
Yeah.
he succeeded in his goal, and he destroyed everyone, but got super bored and said, ah, fuck it, let's put them all back. Like, in terms of existence. It's like, I can only think of one other character from, like, any media that's actually succeeded in their evil plot. Like, it's few and far between.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, so I'm a little worried because they have been building it a lot, and I feel a huge letdown just coming on.
yeah, I really hope. I'm praying that they don't fuck him up. I'm hoping. I'm desperately hoping, but we've actually been discussing, ironically, we've been discussing a lot of movies that are actually supposed to be coming out this year. And I actually looked at some of them. I actually looked at the list, and it's kind of surprising how many are comic book / adaptations of a different medium as opposed to more original stuff. But
yeah,
I mean,
think Wonder Woman's coming out this year.
We have
Guardians of the
Wonder
Galaxy
Woman,
2. Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Justice League, Star Wars.
Yeah, Justice League, Star Wars.
Star Wars 8.
Yeah, Star Wars 8, and then
the new Alien movie, which is being directed by, the same director of the first Alien movie. Ridley Scott. We have Power Rangers, which I don't know how to feel about the new Power Rangers movie.
I want to see it just because.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, but
I don't know how to feel about it either. I mean, it looks good.
It looks okay.
But they kind of took a lot of liberties that make it look weird.
I mean, their redesign of Alpha is kind of nightmare-inducing.
I haven't seen the redesign of Alpha.
Oh god. Yeah, you should look that up.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh god, it's like something out of Silent Hill.
Alpha Power Rangers 2017. Holy shit.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Wait, is that it or is that it? Hold on a second. I'm seeing two different images. That's concept art. What? Alright, I need confirmation here.
It's it's the one where shit. I gotta.
It's your Alpha Power Rangers movie 2017. Alright, I'm seeing one where he looks like a death bot. And I'm seeing one where he's a lanky, tall thing.
Let me see. All right, what website are you on? MovieWeb?
No, I was on Google.
His head looks like the Enterprise from Star Trek.
Oh, Jesus. I found it. Why?
You see what I mean by Silent Hill?
Yeah.
It's nightmare inducing. What? There's an article literally saying, what in God's name has the Power Rangers movie done to Alpha?
Zordon?
It's terrifying. His head literally looks like the Enterprise.
Have they shown what Zordon looks like?
I don't know. Look it up.
Is that his name? Is that right? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Zordon. It's Zordon.
Who do they have playing Zordon?
I think it's Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston. What do you do? Oh, he was
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. That guy. Yeah.
What
So
to
weird not seeing him bald with a goatee.
Yeah,
Goatee
it's
mustache
like
combo.
Eisenhower.
Who are you? Oh, hold on a second. Oh, hey, Eisenhower.
It sucks too because he's probably going to be typecast now.
Is he not already?
I don't know because the only thing people knew him for before that was what was that show from the 80s or 90s? Fuck. It was damn it.
I don't know, man.
It's a show I've undoubtedly know you've heard of. Fuck, I gotta look it up. It's gonna kill me.
I was just looking at his IMDb. What's his name? Bryan Cranston? Yeah.
Yeah. Malcolm
Bryan
in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle. That's what it was.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was what he was known for before that. So,
That's unfortunate.
yeah, and then Breaking Bad. It's like, oh god.
Oh, he voiced Jim Gordon in Batman Year One. Oh, that's interesting.
Huh.
That was a good movie. Need to watch that again.
Oh shit! Is it J.K. Simmons gonna make his Jim Gordon debut in Justice League?
It was that or Batman, which is I think 2018.
It's like buff ass grandpa. It's like holy shit. It's like Jim Gordon, not Jim, but Jim.
Jim Gym.
Yeah. Good God.
Jim Gordon.
It's like, are you trying to have a muscle contest with Ben Affleck? Good God. It's a bit...
Affleck buffed up for that. Yep. Just the League.
Yeah.
Man.
It's a little surprising.
How old is he? 1955?
That would be 62.
Man.
Yeah. That's what 62 looks like to him. It's a little scary. But but since we're drawing close-ish to the end of the podcast, I want to bring up something I discussed with you earlier about having the one thing that for like a tradition every podcast, which is to have a discussion about something relating to various video games that they all kind of have in common. And last time was hard story bosses. So this time, which is actually kind of fitting because I was talking about this game a bit earlier with Alpha, but video game introductory levels and sequences, the best. Like the ones that are just iconic, like Silent Hill 1, which is in itself an extremely iconic introduction to a video game. So I just want to discuss with you like what you think some of the more iconic ones are, if we have any in common per se. But
I've not played any of the Silent Hill games.
I mean, I haven't really either, but I've seen the introduction, and it's a fantastic introduction to a horror game. It's very subtle, it's very slow and gradual, it's atmospheric as hell. It's probably peak Konami, really. But BioShock, the very first BioShock, was a fantastic introduction. Like hearing Andrew Ryan.
I haven't played. I played BioShock Infinite. That's about the extent so far. I've been meaning to play the BioShock series.
That's another good introduction, though. BioShock Infinite. Like that,
where you just roll into the boat and then you get launched up.
Yeah. Another one that comes to mind for me is Metal Gear Solid 3. Like the very first introductory level, like just before the nuke goes off. Spoilers, by the way. No.
These are games that I don't remember, man.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, man,
damn.
you are. You're choosing the wrong games for me.
Okay, here's one you should remember: the introduction to Uncharted 2.
Oh yeah, where you're suddenly, oh hey, you're in a train that's falling down. Well, shit.
Yeah, yeah. I really like that introduction to a video game a lot.
I
'Cause-
like Infamous 1 where you just
Oh.
wake up and you're in a blast crater.
yeah.
You're like, what the hell just happened?
There's a bomb. I'm like,
Like you had no idea what happened. Suddenly you just start the game.
yeah. It
That
just,
was actually great because it's like opening menu. You press go, start,
yeah,
explosion.
yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Infamous 2, that was like that was something else as well.
That
Where you-
was when the beast came and literally destroyed him.
And suddenly there's like a nuke that just went off
Yeah, it destroyed the city from Infamous 1.
and you had the epic boss, that epic fight where you're just like floating around, just like pew 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 pew.
Yeah, and you do shit for damage in the end.
Yeah.
You get your
You end up losing your power somehow.
yeah.
That was like an odd excuse that I saw for I gave it all I could and now I can't use my powers. Eh?
Yeah. Like what? Cool. They probably had to give a reason not to make you OP at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1. I thought the introduction to that game was pretty good.
I was going to mention that. And it was pretty trippy as a kid. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I fell again. Oh, I fell one more time.
I'm drowning. What is all
Alright,
this?
I'm drowning. Wait, I'm not drowning.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Why is everything stained glass?
Why is there weapons in front of me?
Why is my face on the
Who's
floor?
talking?
Why is there a giant dark beast?
Kingdom Hearts 2 had
That
was a hell of an intro.
Yeah.
Like it was a long one. It's technically a long one because the game didn't start until
It's about 2 hours, 2-3 hours.
it's about a 2 hours start.
Yeah.
As you're playing Roxy, and you're like, holy shit, man, this guy just lost everything.
And then it concludes with a really awesome boss fight against Axel and that music.
Oh yeah, that was.
That's
I'll say,
good.
yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, that intro was like a lot because you're just like slowly watching him lose everything.
Yeah, even his sanity at points. It's like, damn, this is kind of dark. Speaking
This
of
is a sad story.
yeah, yeah. Speaking of that tone, the introduction to Dead Space.
I've yet to play that. I know a lot of everything goes down to shit though.
It's a great intro. It's very throwing you in, introducing you to the enemy, and you can't do shit. And it basically concludes with cut off their limbs, and you get the plasma cutter. It's very visceral. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I hear Dead Space is good for that up until about Dead Space 3, where it became a little bit more actiony and not
Yeah.
gruesome.
No, I heard 2 was pretty actiony as well. The introduction was crazy as hell, though. It's like the main character is psychotic, and then a giant outbreak happens, and basically you have to run for your life in a straitjacket. So basically, you get hit, and you can very easily die, but you're basically surrounded by monsters, and you have to bolt to a different safe room. Did you ever play Portal 2?
No.
Oh my god, the introduction to that was pretty funny. Because
I think I remember seeing the introduction though, yeah.
It's basically treating you like a mental retard. It's like, say,
I mean, isn't that what that whole game is about though?
essentially.
It's literally GLaDOS just making fun of you as you go by.
No, it was Wheatley first, or Whitley.
Oh yeah, Wheatley, then GLaDOS.
Yeah, who became a potato. And then J.K. Simmons raving on about lemons. Those games are so off the wall. I love them, though. It's such dark humor. Fun fact, though, the voice of GLaDOS is actually married to the voice of the sniper from TF2.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
They're both Valve games.
Yeah. A company that has not made a game since Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Global Offensive?
Yeah, I doubt they're going to do any more games because goddamn the bank they make off
Oh,
of
they make all the money off of Steam.
it's like, oh my god, it's probably billions, dude, annually billions. It's ridiculous. And then there's that one player in North Korea. I showed you that, didn't I?
Uh,
It was like a heat map of Steam, and there's one player in North Korea.
oh yeah.
It was Kim Jong
Oh yeah,
Un.
now I remember. Yeah, I was like, man, that sounds about right, actually.
That's where all the money goes to. That's why their missiles suck because he's spending it on Steam.
Steam sales.
He owes all the games. That's fantastic. Yeah. Oh god. But you have any other intros that you think are noteworthy?
Intros that are noteworthy.
Yeah.
When we say intros, like just
It
like
could be like introductory levels or like tutorial phases or something like
okay,
that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
probably like the first 10 to 20 minutes of the game.
Uh, that's a good question. Let me think. I got.
It's one that makes you think.
It is like because you don't really think much about the intros.
Yeah, but they do have a big impact on you.
It's just like I said, like Infamous One, where you start the game and then something explodes. You're like, what? And you wake
Explosions.
up in a crater.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot think of many games at the moment.
Saints Row 2's introduction was pretty interesting, where you escape from the prison after being in a coma for like 5 years.
And Saints Row One was like interesting as well, where it was just like just everybody just trying to gang up on like all the gangs forming up and just shooting at each other.
Yeah, as a drive-by.
Yeah,
It's a
someone shoots, someone blows something up, and you're just like, holy what is going on here? Wrong
yeah.
place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. That's the definition of that shit. uh,
Saints Row 3 was like, it was meh. It was like, hey, we're going to do a bank heist.
yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of eh. Actually, Bloodborne's introductory level is pretty crazy. Like, I'll count the introduction to like until you kill Gascoigne or Gascoigne.
Gascoigne?
Yeah, like the first old like Yarnum, the first part of that.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty good one. Actually, Dark Souls 1 is a pretty iconic one too, where you start in the prison.
Yeah.
I have not played Dark Souls 3. I should probably get on that. I haven't played Dark Souls 1 either, but I don't know if I could bring myself to play that game because of the fucking wolf you have to kill. Like, oh! It's a fucking sad-ass story, too. Like, once you know the background.
Oh, it's a sad story, and then once you like whittle it down, it'll start to limp. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It'll even like whimper. You're like, man,
Man, fuck
you're making
From
me feel
Software.
worse.
It's so bad, too, because because in the DLC, they make it worse. Because you find that same wolf as a pup, and you're supposed to protect it for a bit, and then the cutscene when you meet him changes, and he recognizes you, but you still have to kill him.
It's like,
Like,
man,
It's like, From Software, you motherfuckers. It's the worst.
other than that, I can't really think of any on the top of my head right now. What games had like a good introduction like level or anything?
Um,
Uh, well, like Modern Warfare 3 was decent in that regard
yeah.
because usually like, you start directly after 2.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't even like the beginning. It was you start out, plop down in the middle of war against Russia. And
Yeah, in 3, you basically start out, like, getting soap medical treatment because you got shot in 2.
no, that's the mission after that.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Mission or 2 after that, yeah, because you do stuff in New York and then suddenly you meet up with Captain Price and Soap.
Yeah.
They had to kill Soap, man. Why?
Yeah. Like,
Then they killed Yuri, man.
Yeah. They killed Ghost in 2, which was fucking. Oh my god. They
They killed
basically.
Gaz. I was more upset they killed Gaz in 1.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on.
I like that guy.
He's cool.
Oh, is it raining outside? Is it?
You have my weather right now?
I don't know. Uh,
Actually, the
they
introduction.
killed.
Huh?
Oh, well, go ahead.
The introduction to Modern Warfare 1 is actually pretty good, too. Like the tanker level where you're on the ship.
Oh yeah, where you just go through. I really want to get that game, but I don't feel like getting Infinite Warfare.
Oh, yeah, the HD reback. Yeah.
Ugh,
Damn it.
you
What?
bastards!
Like Activision, you cucks. Actually, you. Shit. You. Apparently, Overwatch is gonna add 1v1 into consoles,
I think that's already a thing in arcade mode.
so that'll probably be a future PB&J connection video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hint.
Fight me!
Fight me.
Fight me!
I think there's a 3-player thing on there too, so there's something for you and me to do with Auto after this.
Yeah, there's arcade mode. There's 3v3, 1v1, and then there's just random brawl stuff.
Yeah, we can dig around
Um,
if we want. But
I've
I think we've just about hit our
yeah, we're about hour and 60 minutes.
yeah.
So I'd say we end it here.
Yeah.
All
Uh
right.
yeah, it's catch you guys in the next one.
Catch you guys later.